Be like, damn, slow down. I know you see a queen adjusting her crown. She been knocked down, but she never stayed down. She been living life like it's her playground. And they be like, damn, slow down. They can catch us, she be moving too fast.
What's up, y'all? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I hope everyone is having a good Tuesday. Y'all, hold on. How do I get this off my screen? Okay. What's up, y'all? So, you are tuned into my newest segment on my channel. It is called All the Way Home with Audrey. So, I wanted to spice things up a little bit. Y'all know I've been in a rut with my channel, and I love covering true crime. I love covering that, and I'm going to continue to cover that. Those are always going to be segments on my channel, but every day, Monday through Friday, I will be going live same time every day, just to talk about trending topics and give you guys a little bit more information on the things that I like to watch. So we have some good topics that we're going to discuss today. Yes, hey Miss Ra, hey Tiffany, hey Brina. Yes, please come in and like on your way in. I am not a stickler for likes or anything, but baby, go ahead and like it, like it, like it, like it. Y'all know, just like it, okay? Before we get into today's live, y'all, let me tell y'all about what just happened at 4 o'clock my time. So about 45 minutes ago. So, y'all, I leave my house to go to the bus stop to get my third grade daughter, right? So her bus stop is like on this corner, and it's a couple blocks away from me, which I hate. But okay, Sheena, Tiffany will be vindicated. Okay. So anyway, my daughter's bus stop is a couple blocks away from our house. I know we just bought a house, so she goes to a completely different school, all that. So this is still new to us. We're on the third week of school, y'all. So every day I pick her up from the bus stop. And if it's not me, of course, it's her dad, which is my husband. So today I was like, oh, okay, I got off work. Let me go pick up my daughter from the bus stop. So her bus stop is on this corner. And the way that the bus comes, I like to be by the bus stop so my daughter doesn't have to walk around the bus or like in front of the bus or anything. So I pull into this driveway and I turn around and I park. I park in between two houses, but the owner of the driveway that I turned around. So I'm sitting in the car, me and my youngest and our dog, and I'm just on my phone working on something. And this lady, the owner, walks up to me and says, "Are you lost?" Now, mind you, she's a YT person. So, yeah, I kid you not. I look around, I look to the left and the right because I'm like, surely you're not talking to me because I do this every day. And if it's not me doing it in the afternoon, I do it in the morning to when the bus is coming to get her. So I'm looking around. She's still looking at me. So I'm like, I'm waiting on my daughter to get off the bus. So she starts looking around like she's looking for the bus, y'all. So she's gonna say, oh, okay, I seen you pull into my driveway and turn around. Yeah, I rolled up the window on her. I'm so sorry, but I rolled up the window on her ass. Karen, if you don't get the hell away from me, get away. I'm not lost. I'm sorry that I pulled into your driveway to turn around, but where did any of that suggest I was lost? So after I rolled up the window on her, she knew to walk off because I'm like, I ain't got time for that. Like, girl, I told you what I'm doing. She starts picking up the sticks outside, y'all. Like, they just gotta do something. They cannot mind their own. Like, they gotta be in the business. Like, so she just picking up sticks. So to make things worse, y'all, last Friday I got a notification that my daughter's bus number was changed. That was it. Only the bus number. The stop did not change. So here goes her new bus pulling up. Mind y'all, Karen just bugged me, accused me of being lost because I parked or made a U-turn in her driveway. Why my daughter does not get off the bus, y'all? Why doesn't my third grader get off the bus, y'all? And I'm on the phone with my husband at the time because I'm telling him about the Karen situation. And I'm like, hold up. Where is Noelle? So he's like, what you mean? I'm like, all the kids got off the bus. I'm like, hold on, maybe she walking slow because my baby is like a turtle. I'm like, maybe she walking slow, y'all. She's not on that bus. Here I go. I'm chasing down the kids. I'm like, you. Did y'all know the little girl with the two buns? Because I watch my kids. I pay close attention to what they look like. So I'm like, the one with the two buns, they already knew. I'm like, I'm her mom. They was like, oh, she got on the other bus. I'm like, what other bus? I thought that other bus was no more. There's like, I don't know. So I called the school. I'm like, my name is Audrey. I'm calling about my third grader. Y'all said she was moving a bus. Y'all, why does the admin get an attitude with me and say, I didn't tell you that? Well, maybe you didn't, but somebody did. This bus just dropped off. Oh, we don't have any record of that. But this bus that picked her up today dropped off all the other children, but not her. Ma'am, I'm telling you what bus she rides. No, I'm telling you that y'all told me that this bus changed. I'm going off. I'm like, I need your name because you're very rude. My daughter is 8. We are new to the neighborhood. Like, we are new to this school. I'm trying to tell you that this is the bus that y'all told me. Somebody told me this is the bus that just left from the bus stop and my daughter's not on there. You're telling me she's on another one. So she's going to say, the principal is right here. I said, I don't give a damn. Okay, cool. Still will take your name because this is, I tell y'all all the time, it's not what you know, it's who you know. I know the old superintendent of this school district. I will have your ass. So anyway, so mid me telling her like I'm gonna report you because you are very insensitive. I'm talking about my child here. I'm telling you what's going on. You're not listening. Why does this bus pull up and my daughter gets off, y'all? So here I go. I'm running to the bus. I'm like, excuse me. I thought she was supposed to be riding bus number blah blah blah. Yeah, she is. Okay, so why did she get on this bus? She said, I have no idea. She told me how to get to your house, so we're here. My baby told them how to get to the house. So I tried to call the school back because, baby, I'm not playing with y'all. Y'all gonna hear it from me. So I'm asking Noelle. I'm like, Noelle, what happened? Why did you get on the wrong bus? She said, my teacher made me get on this bus. I said, no. You told her that she was supposed to get on this bus number. She said no. She was like, yeah, she told me to get on this bus. So I told the bus driver how to get to the house. I called the school back. They didn't answer. But y'all, in 40 minutes, like my husband, he was like, oh my God. And I'm like, I really want this figured out because say for instance, this happens again. And the bus driver that she just taught how to get to the house, say they're gone. So say it's a sub driver. And they just don't know where to put my baby. What then? Y'all gonna keep doing this? Where is the organization? Like, these are our children we're talking about. With everything going on in the world, y'all better be putting her where y'all told me y'all gonna put her. So I called and left a long voicemail. I'm waiting on the call back. Yes, y'all. She is, India. She is definitely smarter than most adults. And I tried to really put that into her. So this morning I made sure when I was brushing her hair, I'm like, Noelle, remember your bus number is blah, blah, blah. And her dad took her to the bus stop this morning. So she's like, okay. And she remembered. My daughter, she's 8. So she's not like, a kindergarten or anything like that. But still, I just don't want this to happen to anyone else's child that maybe does not know how to get to their house. Because I told y'all, we just moved here. Like, we've only been here for not even 2 months. Hey, everyone coming in. Hey, Pure. Hey, India. Hey, the one time. Hey, Pineapples. So for all of y'all just coming in, this is going to be my new afternoon segment. It is called All the Way Home with Audrey, where we'll just be talking about trending topics. I have probably story times like I did today. And we're just going to go with the flow. Tiffany, I definitely agree. They never know things that they should know at the school. And I understand that maybe the admin did not know what was going on, but I was not, like, when I first called, I was not loud or anything because I just thought that maybe she was still at the school because surely, for whatever reason, we know that some kids panic or whatever and they stay at the school. But I was like, that's weird. They didn't call me. Where is she? So I was very calm. I know how to get my point across. But the admin was very rude right off the bat. And that is what made me be like, you know what? I need your name because you're not listening. You're being very rude. And this is my child we're talking about. This is not a toy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not calling about a package. This is my child. And I'm telling you what you guys told me. And right off the bat, she was like defensive. Like, well, I didn't tell you that. Well, how would I know who told me? I'm just telling you what I received. I mean, I don't know who types up the emails and sends them out, but this is what I got. She never once said, well, can you forward me the email? My name is blah, blah, blah. Read it off to me one more time. No, she was like, we put her on this bus number because that's what we have the record to show. And I didn't send you. And I'm like, so y'all got hacked? I mean, the bus just left and it's the bus that y'all told me it was switching to. So yeah, it was a lot, but whatever. So jumping into today's topic, and I'm sorry if y'all hear me like sniffle a little bit. My allergies is acting up. But jumping right into today's topics, because I'm not going to be on here for, more than too long. We're going to first talk about Eliza. You guys maybe did not know, but there was a jogger that went missing last Friday in Memphis. Her name was Eliza Fletcher. And her body was there was a body that was found late last night. And it has now since been confirmed that it was Eliza Fletcher, whose body was found. And if you guys did not know a little bit about this story, which is really sad, she was a teacher and a mother of two, a wife and a mother of two. She was doing her daily jog around 4 o'clock in the morning. And on Friday at 4 o'clock in the morning, she was snatched. She was snatched by a random car. There is a man named Cleotha that is currently detained. He is an ex-con for kidnapping. He is detained because his car was the one that was identified as well as him for taking her, and they have now found her body. Before they had found her body, it was found out that she was an heiress to be a billionaire to a company that, a family company. But before we even knew that, we just knew that this lady was literally just jogging, which could be any of us. And she was snatched for no reason. There's no reason why this happened to her. And now 2 children and a husband are missing their mom and a host of other children that she probably has touched in her classroom. So it's really, really sad. I just wanted to give you guys an update just in case you guys missed it. But her body has been found, and I just send prayers to her family because I could not imagine. I really, really could not imagine. I am curious to know why Cleotha did this, or, what was the reason. I know some people speculated that it was because of her money, but there was no way that people was going to know that from a lady jogging in sandals. Her phone was completely broken on the scene. It was just a really sad and bizarre story. And unfortunately, it seems like it's just one of those things that there is no reason for it. There was no premeditated crime. This is just, some people are just really, really sick and evil in this world. And this is one of those situations where there maybe never be an answer to why this happened. And I'll say this. I know that whenever we talk about missing white women compared to missing Black people, we know that Black women are never, ever, ever highlighted in the same magnitude that white missing people are. I have already spoke about this on my channel, and you guys can feel free to go back if you guys are new. We know that the two will never, ever compete to each other. And this story did get picked up really, really fast. The FBI jumped right on it. And it is hard to cover these type of stories when I know that women that look like me will not get covered the same way. There is a woman that is missing right now. She is a famous TikToker. Her name is Alexis, and she's gone, and her children heard her screaming, being thrown in a trunk, and she has still not been found. And they said that, basically there is no person of interest, not really any urgency to find her. And my heart goes out to them as well. But I still wanted to talk about Eliza because it was just a weird story, and everybody, wanted answers. So, but regardless of the race, I'm still going to talk about it. And prayers to her, prayers to everyone that is missing. And yes, I cover all missing people on my channel, but everyone knows I do highlight people that look like me that are missing, because why not? So jumping right into the next story, and I will post a picture of Alexis. She's going to be covered in tomorrow's episode. So that's the reason why I did not go deep dive into it. I wanted her to have her own segment, not anything that's going to be, oh, I'm talking about this. Follow me. So I'm going to talk about her tomorrow and go into detail, because she did do TikToks. And her story is really, really sad and scary as well. And hers seems to be a domestic situation. Yeah, resources aren't extended to Black women. We never get found. That is so true. There are so many Black women that are missing and no media coverage. I was just watching Lifetime. I watched Married at First Sight, and they already have made a movie about Gabby Petito. You guys know that she was the girl that went missing after doing a road trip or a cross country, shall I say, trip with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend unalived her. They already have a movie out, or they're already, showing the previews for the movie about her. And I'm just like, wow, if everyone could get movies like that. AK said, I think it was a crime of opportunity. Yeah, I do too. Apparently, some of the young ladies at the university had complained about strange actions from someone fitting the description, but nothing was done. Wow. Yeah, she wasn't a professor. No, she was a kindergarten teacher. And I think she was like a secondary teacher, like a aide. I'm not sure if she was an aide or what. Her title was something different. So she plays a big part in the school, which is, like I said, you have to be an angel to work with children, especially like kindergartners and preschoolers, because, baby, y'all already know how those kids are. Okay. So the next story that we're going to actually talk about really quickly, briefly, is Tiffany Haddish. So hopefully, who was it that said that they hope that she is vindicated? Oh, Sheena. Sheena, let me know if you're still in here. But as you guys know, I did cover the story about Tiffany Haddish on Saturday. I told you guys plain and simple what I felt like happened. There has been literally the telephone game when it comes to this story. Now, initially, people said that this video that was made was supposed to be like a PSA inside the minds of the P words. Some people said it was supposed to be for comedy. It just was taken the wrong way. Some people said that the mom tried to go to the police about this and they didn't help her. Some people said that that's not true. At this point, we really don't know what is up with this story, but we do know at the end of the day, children were harmed and no one protected them. And yes, when I say no one, I'm also referring to their mother, because there is nowhere that my children are going to go without me, especially being filmed that I am not a part of. Like, they're not going to be offset. They're not going to be on set and I'm literally gone from the building. This isn't like gymnastics. This isn't like, even in gymnastics, watch your kids. But anyway, cheerleading, things like that. Like, I get that type of stuff that sometimes the coaches don't allow you to be there. But for this type of thing, it is a little weird. There was another story that said that the mom actually knew Tiffany and trusted her. So that's the reason why she let her use her kids for the video, and she had no idea. Y'all, at this point, I really don't know what is true. So what we do know is that 2 children were exploited in a very, very nasty way in a series of 2 videos titled Inside the Mind of a P Word. This was back in 2014. There was a settlement that tried to take place with Tiffany and Ari Sanders, or whatever his Spears. They tried to settle for $15,000. The mom did decline, and now she has filed suit, a civil suit, of course, for, I'm not even sure for how much money. A lot of people are saying to cancel Tiffany Haddish. A lot of people have pulled up old pictures of Ari Spears and saying like, "Ooh, baby, time has not been on your side. You are sick." Like, a lot of people wanted Tiffany to speak out. So yesterday she did actually make a post, and the post reads, "I know people have a bunch of questions. I get it. I'm right there with you. Unfortunately, because there is an ongoing legal case, there's very little that I can say right now. But clearly, while this sketch was intended to be comedic, it wasn't funny at all, and I deeply regret having agreed to act in it. I really look forward to being able to share a lot more about this situation as soon as I can." How do you guys feel about this post? Do you guys feel like this was an apology? Do you guys feel like she is taking ownership? While I wait for y'all comments, I'm going to tell my feelings about this. So, for one, Tiffany did not take any ownership. The red flag to me was while the sketch was intended to be comedic, a lot of things are intended to be funny, but some things just will never be funny, no matter how you try to make it funny. Her being an SA survivor should know that this would never be funny. SA, DV, those situations will never be funny. This is not something that just started not being funny. This has never been funny. So I'm so confused as how she even thought that this was going to be funny. The intentions was never going to stick. Like, we know in this day and age, so many things have now been censored. Y'all know, like spaz, the word spaz out. I grew up in the culture where we said spaz. About 3 weeks ago, I found out that spaz was a slur. Like, I didn't know that, right? So if I was to say spaz today and I had no prior knowledge that it was not a cool slang word, and someone told me, oh my God, Audrey, that's a slur, I would then learn my lesson. But this is not the same situation. SA, pedo, that type of stuff, DV, none of that stuff has ever been funny, ever. So I don't know why she was so tone deaf. And then for her to say that, and I deeply regret having agreed to act in it. She's making it seem as if this was not her show. The show that she did with Ari Spears, they did various episodes. They came up with these skits. So if he came up with it and you just did it, you're saying you should have never agreed. Why wouldn't you have said, no, this is a bad idea all around? Like, I don't know. I just feel like she's not taking accountability. It's really weird. The one time said having agreed to act in it, so this wasn't his and her skit. Exactly, it's their skit. I'm confused on that. The subject matter was not funny. Exactly. I don't know why they thought that would be funny. I'm not sure either. And I did do some more digging. So I was talking to my father-in-law about this, and he was like, "Oh, Ari Spears, are you talking about the Bill Cosby skits that he does?" I didn't know that he does, he did Bill Cosby skits, but a lot of people did find some comedic relief in those type of skits. My father-in-law did not say if they were funny or not. He just referenced them, and that's what I looked up. And people in the videos was like, yeah, he was funny. Like, he even joked about slipping pills to Tiffany Haddish in some of the episodes. It was really, it wasn't funny to me either. But I feel like Ari Spears seems to be on this little side. I don't know. It's really weird. AK said, I can't understand how anyone can think something like that is funny. And if they insisted on doing that, why didn't they get older adults to play the kids? Exactly, AK. I'm not sure if you had seen my other live, but I had mentioned that in a lot of PSAs or broadcasts that are done, when they try to talk about DV situations, SA situations, things that are triggering, they actually do use actors that are adults that look like children. And I reference myself, me without makeup, me just on my regular lives. People mistaking me for a child all the time, like, of course, a teenager. So I would be casted for a teenager role because I would not get the trigger or the trauma from acting those things out. And that is actually what the children are saying has happened to them by playing those roles. So that's the reason why Tiffany and Ari Spears should have did their due diligence if they even was trying to do a PSA, but she didn't even reference it being a PSA. She said it was supposed to be funny. So I don't even believe that the PSA route even exists at this point. The one time said, how is a mind of a... exactly. I'm so confused. Yes, Letitia, that's when I found out about the word spaz, because there was a lot of controversy around Beyonce's newest album, Renaissance. And she said, I'm going to spaz da, 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 in one of her lyrics. And she was trashed. And prior to that, I didn't know, but Lizzo had the word spaz in her song, and they also trashed her. I had no idea that was a slur, so I'm not going to say it again. I'm sorry, to anyone who is offended by me saying that word. But please know, a lot of us had no idea that this is a slur at all. And again, it's not an American slur. I think it's a different, like a UK slur. I'm not sure. But yeah, we just can't say it, apparently. India said she knows better. They both know better. Comedians sometimes push the envelope. However, this crossed the line, just unacceptable. Exactly, India. And the thing is, a lot of people actually call on comedians for call of actions or to push the envelope, because a lot of them do speak about a lot of things and bring awareness to a lot of things. Like Dave Chappelle, he is under fire a lot, but he is one of those comedians that pushes that envelope for change. He really does talk about topics that a lot of people are scared to talk about. So a lot of them do use that, oh, we're being funny, to push that envelope and actually bring awareness to things. Yes, I saw a disgusting skit he did playing Bill Cosby. Yes, I think we probably saw the same one. He had, well, I don't know how many he has, but I saw the one where Tiffany Haddish they were outside on a porch or something like that, and he was trying to slip her a pill, and she bent over to pick something up, and he tried to like thrust at her. It was really weird. I didn't really, I don't understand. I truly don't understand. But as far as Tiffany Haddish, a lot of people, I went to Twitter to see how they were feeling. And they said that she was on her story posting Bible verses, so she must be guilty. That's what somebody tweeted. And I was kind of tickled, because I was like, she was better off just posting that Bible verse and saving this paragraph, because it lacked accountability, still very tone deaf. I'm not sure if her manager or I don't know if she has a manager. I don't know, but someone should have actually, her PR person should have definitely told her what to say and what not to say, because people are just needing accountability. If you truly did not know, that's one thing, but we don't believe it. You are well past the age of not knowing, and you are a survivor, period, point blank. So the next thing that I'm going to do, and I'm going to introduce onto my daily show, is I'm going to talk about what's on TV, what's in my TV. I know a lot of us probably watch like Real Housewives of Atlanta. Did y'all watch the season finale on Sunday? What did y'all think about this season overall? I truly felt like this season was boring. Like, I'm still hoping that they bring back Phaedra. I did not watch the season finale. I meant to watch it today, but I got caught up watching something else that I'm about to tell you about. But it was very boring. There is a rumor that allegedly Bravo was trying to pay Portia $5 million to come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And baby, I am here for it. I am here for it. Like, this season was so boring. Marlo carried the season, and that's sad because she's not entertaining. I do feel like Marlo is a hurt woman. I do feel like Marlo has a misconception of what it takes to be on TV. So I do feel like now that she finally got a peach, she just overdid it. She really just overdid it. It was just too much. It got past the point of entertainment. And I think that she thinks because people like Kenya push the line and things like that, that she can do that. And I'm not making what Kenya does right, but Kenya has a certain way of doing it. And the way that Marlo did it just was not it. And if you guys notice over the course of the seasons, Kenya has really toned down her behavior on TV. And I think that it is because she has a daughter. And I do think that she is kind of more aware of how she acts on TV because she does have someone that looks up to her. She still is a little crazy, but she has definitely toned it down. India said Candy is out. Candy can be out. I'm so sorry. Candy is my Taurus sister, and they claim that she's the season fan favorite every year for 10 years running. And I am so sorry, but where? Who?
Someone was detected at your front door.
Oh, sorry, y'all. Sorry, I'm in my kitchen. But anyway, I don't know who pointed her the fan favorite. I truly don't know. I don't believe it. King is boring. Like Candy's boring, and that's not to say that she's not a good person. She's just not. She's not my fan favorite. Honestly, my fan favorite is Portia. Like, bring her back. Now, who is entertaining is Candy's mama. Miss Joyce is entertaining. She is definitely entertaining, but Candy is not. I don't know who be voting her as fan favorite. I do too. I think that the course, the franchise has ran its course. I mean, Real Housewives of Atlanta was running it for a while, and it's now not no more. Marlo's mom was on the season finale, and watching it put a lot of things in perspective concerning Marlo. Okay, I seen that on Twitter, and I'm gonna watch it because I really want to know more about her. Just because you can tell, like, she's so back and forth with a lot of her emotions, and I think some of that is, of course, dramatics because of she's on TV. But a lot of things that she said did make sense. One thing that I did admire about Marlo was when she was saying that, or not Marlo, Candy, when Candy was saying that Black children should not feel bad for getting luxury. This is something that they should know that they have a right to. And I have always admired that because people in our culture, I was, oh, that child is too spoiled. That child's too spoiled. And in my family, we have a saying like, it's love, not spoiled. You're gonna get whatever I can afford you, and that is mainly because you deserve it. If I work hard and the fruits of my labor can afford you a nice coat, I will buy it for you. If you like the coat from Walmart, I'll buy that too. I feel like, Candy does work extremely hard for her children and her legacy. And that is something that I take my hat off to. I just don't feel like Real Housewives of Atlanta really highlights that. Like, she doesn't do anything for me. And her spinoff shows don't either. I'll just be honest. Pure said, no, Kenya's nasty in real life. Really? And it's such a shame because Kenya is a beautiful woman. And even on the earlier seasons when she was so rude, remember she was rude to what was that lady? I forgot. She's an actress. She like came behind her and like pulled out her chair. Like, she is so abrasive, and it's like, girl, and it really shows because she's been through a lot and she really has to work on her healing. And I think that to a certain extent, like I said, on the show, she has toned it down. I can't, say in real life, but I think that maybe because of her daughter. Girl, that's what I seen on TikTok, Miss Rod, that She by Sheree. Is she in by Sheree? Y'all, I was cracking up. I'm like, oh my God, not She in by Sheree. Trey said that the show Kenny and the Gang is good. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna see. As long as Mama Joy's talking on it, I can watch it. Kenya is a hurt woman. Hurt people. I feel like she isn't over her mother's rejection. That's definitely true, India. I remember before I started therapy, I was not an angry person, but I was quick to be defensive. I was quick to cut someone at the tongue. And it really was because of me not having that connection with my own mother. And I'm still working on it. So I can see how some people are like that because I'm like that. I'm quick to cut someone off because it's like, shit, if my own mom wasn't around, I don't need you. That's what I thought. And that's not a healthy way to be. Candy is a boss, baby. She is gonna make sure that them kids get everything that they need. She's baby. When she said she's worldwide to Marlo, I was like, yes, baby, you are worldwide. Like Candy is. Candy got her foot in everything. But I just don't feel like this show does justice for her. Hey, sweetie JB. When her mama wouldn't open the door, I said that told me, yes. I remember that in the earlier seasons. And I couldn't believe that they put that on TV because she was so hurt. And I think that's probably why I had a soft spot for Kenya in the earlier seasons. It wasn't until I started to actually pay attention, like, dang, she does cross the line, especially when it comes to the women's husbands. What she did to Phaedra's husband, what she did to that woman's husband, like, it was just crossing the line. Yes, Kim Fields, that was her name. Yes, when she pulled out that lady's chair, it was just inappropriate. That's really how she is. We were at an event together and she was selling her product with a stank attitude. Wow. That is sad because she is so beautiful. I hope she gets it together. Mama Joyce and her sisters on Candy and the Gang. Bertha is my favorite. Period. Bertha, baby. Bertha don't play. I feel like that's how me and my sisters are going to be when we grow up. We're going to be just like Candy's aunties and mama. It took Sheree 14 years to have passion. I admire her dedication. I definitely do too. But I liked that Candy told her what was up. Candy was like, you know that you have the household name like on the show and you ain't got no product. Like everybody talks about this and you ain't got nothing. I think that's what put the fire under her. Like, I think she was probably like, damn, Candy, right. Candy is right. But y'all know who I really like on this show? And a lot of people are mean to her. Drew. I don't care what anyone says. Drew is a nice woman. The reason why people feel like, oh, she don't have the comeback, she can't hang with them, because she doesn't go gutter like these people do. Her shade, her reads are never gonna hit because, in my opinion, Drew is really just sweet. Like, could she go there and probably fight you? Yeah, but she's really just a nice girl. And I mean, I'm not a fan of her husband, no disrespect, but I feel like she is just so mistreated and she just really wants to be loved. I felt like her husband is so disrespectful when it comes to that book and how they're supposed to be, or how he's supposed to be writing a book about being a step parent, and he won't let her read it. Anything that has to do with my child, I'm going to know about. I'm not going to sit around and be waiting on you to tell me what you want to write about. If you want to write about your experience, that's fine. But you're writing about my child. I need to know. You're not going to treat me like I'm just a peon. And I do feel like she overshares her relationship problems. And that is the main reason why they throw it in her face. I would not be telling a group of women that my husband is getting massages and messing with his assistants, because that's going to be the first thing that they throw in her face. And I feel like the moment she learns to draw back on that, she will gain some type of power, because the saying is true. Sometimes you just got to get mistreated in private, I guess. You know, we can't tell her to leave her husband. That is their matrimony. Whatever works for them, works for them. But I do think it's weird that she openly talks about it, knowing that these women are going to throw it in her face. No, for real. That's what she said. She said everybody just thinks about her on the game. And that's so true. But she is such a beautiful woman. And I just think she is so sweet. I think she is so sweet. Like when that lady came out and said that her husband was a scammer and they got all these aliases, I'm just like, what is the point of this? Like, what do you gain from that? Because it was not tea. It was definitely piss. It was definitely piss. We don't care. We don't like Ralph or whatever his name is. So we don't care. We don't. Now, who I will who I could say bye to is Sonia. She can definitely go. She did nothing for me this season. And honestly, I'm embarrassed that she let Kenya eat her up like that. And she sat at the table speechless. They want to say all this stuff about Drew, but it's Sonia, whatever her name is, got ate the fuck up. You not gonna disrespect me when she was right. Kenya was rude as hell. How you get ate up when you trying to tell her that she's rude and you don't say nothing back? Like, girl, that told me everything I needed to know. Hey, the coolest Jazz. So Sanya can go. She just faked fallouts with everybody. What she did to Drew would never be forgiven. Would never be forgiven. And I'm ready for the Real Housewives of Potomac. I watched the trailer. Mia is the new Monique, and she has to fucking go. She is unhinged. Yes, they did have another show. It was like Keeping It Up with Raw, so something like that. It used to be on what is now Bravo. They said it was a really good show, but I'm not gonna miss her. Bye. But I am ready for the Real Housewives of Potomac. So moving right along, one show that I have been binge watching is this show called The Family Chantel. Has anyone heard of this show? Now, baby, if y'all want to talk about tea, y'all want to hear about scandal, baby, The Family Chantel. So it is a spinoff from TLC's show 90 Day Fiancé. So Chantel is on the right. She is the woman. And Pedro is her husband on the left, y'all. Now, I watched them back on 90 Day Fiancé. I love that show. Y'all know I did a little spurt with covering TV shows. But baby, coolest Jazz. I just watched it. That's why I'm about to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about the actual episode, but I'm just going to give them a synopsis. So they got married, mind you, early on 90 Day Fiance. Pedro was from the Dominican Republic. Chantel is, I don't even know where she's from. Are they in Texas? Where they live? I don't know. But anyway, cute couple, right? So Chantel at the time was an aspiring nurse. She was definitely giving body. Like, Chantel is so pretty to me. Her family is hilarious. She looks just like her mama, like identical. So she told them that she had been aspiring to learn Spanish, y'all. So this is how they got together. She was trying to learn Spanish, and one of her friends hooked her up with Pedro to learn Spanish. He was a translator, like he was a teacher. Atlanta, yes. So as they was talking, Pedro was giving her the Mac down. Hey, Mama Kim. So Pedro was giving her, hey, Petunia, was giving her the Mac. Like, he was, flirting with her. So she went down to the DR, and the rest is history. They started to fall in love. Well, this is the thing. So Chantel was already an aspiring nurse. She was going to nursing school, but her mother and father own a business. And so basically she has like a trust fund, shall I say. And they were like, no, we looked up these crimes, and the DR is good for faking women out of green cards and taking their money. Like, her mama and daddy swore by this, y'all, swore by it. And all of us as the viewers, we were like, no, we're rooting for their love. Like, the mama was like, I'm not letting y'all get married without a prenup. Y'all, they went on Google, got them this fake ass prenup, all to get married. But their love story was, because it's rare that people actually get a spinoff, actually their own, right? So they usually get like Happily Ever After, where it's a joint show. But this couple actually got their own show, because that's how much of a mess their family is. So Pedro's family, he has a mom and a sister. The mom's name is Lydia, and the sister's name is Nicole. Lydia is allegedly some big time scammer lawyer that helps people get their green card and leave the women. And Nicole is just some brat. She's just really a brat. I'll just put it like that. And they, those families that really do uplift the only man in their family, that's what they do to Pedro. So they be like, Pedro, you're the best. Fuck Chantel. Fuck her. Blah, blah, blah. You're the best. She lucky with you. She's a hoe. Like, literally, they've tried to fight Chantel, all this. To know hoes bar, Chantel and Pedro really got married. They've been married for 6 years, y'all. So, like, one of the longest running couples of this show of 90 Day Fiance franchise. So here we are. They got their seasons. Pedro, in my opinion, has always been mean to Chantel. And Chantel does come off as like a ditz, because she just like, when she tries to speak Spanish, y'all, it be stressing me out. Like, it really stresses me out. Like, Chantel, you can barely get the English across without sounding like a ditz. The Spanish is just not it. So she be trying to speak Spanish, but Pedro is always mean to her. And Chantel just be like, Pedro, be nice. So they were so poor when Pedro came over to America. Chantel paid for her own ring, y'all. Her own ring. And I'm saying this for a reason. Paid for her own ring, did all this. And Pedro just did not seem to care. So a couple seasons ago, Chantel had to come clean that she wasn't going to graduate nursing school on time. So she wasn't going to become a nurse. Most of the time, when you are under the K-1 visa, when you're a sponsor, they can't work. The immigrant can't work a certain amount of time. So he's like, what do you want me to do, Chantel? You didn't go to school, so I got to be here with you. Like, he was mad that she could not finish school. Like, instead of supporting her and being a good husband, he kind of like chastised her for not being able to graduate on time. Nonetheless, she persevered and she graduated, and she is now a nurse. And Pedro ain't been doing shit, y'all. So last season, we're on the new season, but last season he started, well, I guess it's still the same season, but whatever. They bought a house, and he started to want to get into real estate. So he gets this job at this real estate company with a lot of other Hispanics, because he was saying how it is a clientele for for, you know, the market for people who don't necessarily speak English and really want to know how to buy a house. So now, y'all, he's some bootleg ass real estate agent. And he's like snobby, y'all. Like, he is really snobby. He's never been humble, period, even when he was in the DR. But now it's even worse. Y'all, why did he leave Chantel? Why did he leave Chantel? He's like, you know, support me. You know, yes, Brandon, you missing out on all the shows, because this one right here will have you punching the TV, because Chantel is bawling her eyes out. She is crying because she really loved his broke ass. And this man over here talking about, I'm leaving you. You know, support me. Like, she said they hadn't had sex in over a year. He be out all night with his coworkers. The coworkers are all women, y'all, Latino women. And he left her because he said that she's lazy, y'all, that she don't want to clean. And she's trying to explain to him, like, I work 12-hour shifts. I'm a nurse. I can't just clean when you want me to. He like, no, you dirty. No, you want us to have a maid. Like, he literally like chews her up and spits her out. Like, never ever supports her, never ever is nice to her, never shows appreciation, never does the things that he's supposed to be doing. And Chantel literally is crying and saying, like, I just want you to love me. And he's like, no, I'm leaving. So, y'all, she's in the house sleep. This is how juicy this shit is. She's in the house sleep, y'all. Why he tap her on her shoulder and say, I got my own place. I'm moving out. He pulled up in a U-Haul. He said, I'm moving out. And Chantel's like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I told you, Chantel, I want a separation. I'm done. So Chantel's like, what? So she's devastated. She even went to the DR to try to make things right with her, with his mom and the sister, and they talking shit to her. Yeah. So they had this joint account. Mind you, I told y'all in the beginning, remember what I said? She paid for her own ring, and he could not work for a certain period of time. So when he moves out, he comes on the screen and he's like, I went to the furniture store to buy me some stuff in my house, and we have his joint account. And I went to swipe the card, and they told me it declined. And I said, there's no way. I got money. Chantel withdrew $256,000 from their bank account. Y'all, so remember, he moved out. He got the U-Haul. He left her. He would not talk to her or nothing. Y'all, he flips his shit. He flips out. He goes to the house. She's nowhere to be found, y'all. He starts going through her closet. He done stole her red bottoms. He stole her Louis Vuitton purse. He was going through everything because he's like, she stole my money. Nick Ninja, you don't have no money. Tommy, what job did you have? What job? Now, mind you, because she has to sponsor him, she has to sponsor him for 10 years. Even if they get a divorce, she still has to cover him until that 10-year threshold. So she got about like two to 3 more years left. And he's over here like, she took my money. Where my money? Y'all, he didn't found her on tracking the phone. He didn't went through her bank records, seeing like, yeah, she at this hotel. I seen where she swiped it. Y'all, he flipped out. He didn't went through her trunk. He finally finds her, goes through her trunk, like, where my money? Like, he is really abusive, y'all. He is a abuser. Like, he is everything that mama said he was, because he never said nothing. So he had this nickname for her named Pinky. And when they were on good terms, when they used to love each other, he would call her Pinky. So like a true narcissist, y'all. When he pulls up, he like, Pinky, where my money? Where my money? Like, he don't even care about nothing else. He's like, oh, you took my papers? You took all my K1 papers, my papers, and my money. Mind you, he done stole the shoes, he done stole the purse, stole her jewelry, and the TV. So she's over here still devastated, y'all. Why is she still talking about something? You don't want to be with me? Like, Chantel, no, he does not want you. You should not want this. It's so sad. So that's my little spiel. Y'all need to really watch this show, The Family Chantel on TLC. Y'all don't even have to watch the older seasons. Y'all can just really watch this season if y'all just want to see some mess. But yes, y'all, he stole the TV. Like, and her mama just has the funniest commentary about him. Like, she cannot stand his ass. Yes, Miss Rod, tell them I'm sounding just like him. She'd be like, you know, love me, you know, no support me. Like, Pedro, please stop it. Talking about something, that's my money. That's my money. Like, I could not. Like, oh my God. Yes, her mama talks so slow and she's so funny. Like, Chantel came back from this trip and she gonna say, oh, hi, my mermaid. Like, she cracks me up because what? Not your mermaid. Like, I like her mama though. In India, you are right. Chantel do take hella trips a year, but that's her love language. Like, she do like to travel. Pedro must not. I don't understand why he has a problem with that. Like, if they have money, if they have the lifestyle to take these trips, they should do that. Hey, Ty. So I don't know why. Yes. Oh, and he was sleeping in a different bedroom, y'all. Like, Chantel, he was like, he gonna say in the confessional, Chantel came in the room and bothered me. She asked me, she tried to come on to me. Like, duh, she gonna try to come on to you. That's your wife. Like, women have needs too. So the sister Petunia, I'm sorry, y'all, if y'all hear me sniffling, my allergies. So the sister, y'all, she's messing with this Hispanic American, named Alejandro. The mama hates him. So Pedro and Nicole's mama, Lydia, hates Alejandro, just like she hates Chantel. She thinks Chantel is using Pedro, y'all. The mama thinks Chantel is using Pedro. But anyway, so Nicole gets pregnant, y'all. She gets pregnant by Alejandro and ends up having a miscarriage. So while she's trashing Chantel and doing all this, she don't even tell her mama that she then got pregnant and had a miscarriage and none of this. So her story is still developing. She tried to do this beauty pageant stuff, y'all, because she's really a bum. Like, before Chantel and before this show, they really didn't have anything, like nothing at all. So now she's getting plastic surgery and she getting plastic surgery and she's trying to do a beauty pageant. She lost, but good luck next time, Nicole. Good luck next time, baby. But yeah, Alejandro gonna really take them for all the little stuff that they got. Baby. Okay, so Pedro, I can't spill because some people have not watched the newest episode, but Pedro and Chantel's brother had me cracking up. River, baby. Pedro can't fight. And I think River knows that. So when y'all watch this new episode that came on yesterday, River was being a little too nice. And if it was my brother, baby, you better talk with your chest, even if you think you're going to get beat up, like, period. Because he wasn't making no sense. He was not stepping enough for me. India said no wife should be taking 12 vacations a year with our girlfriends, though. True, India. That is true. But I do feel like some things could have been ironed out between their relationships because I really believe in their relationship. I really did. I was hoping that it was gonna be a love story, but y'all just watch this episode. Like, River did not want that smoke. Pedro was talking shit. He was talking shit. I was in tears. Like, dude, like, he's like, this my house. You don't live here. Like, he did not care. And River like, didn't you move out? You know what I'm saying? You know, like, dude, you are scary Mary over here. The mama had more puff in her chest, baby. She rolled up that window like, hello. And he talked to Chantel. No, you don't. Like, no. Yes, Miss Butterfly, I do agree. So taking back to the Tiffany Haddish, I believe you probably got your dowry back. But yeah, it's still nasty. He still didn't want that smoke. I was cracking up, baby. I was cracking up. Yes, Karen got problems. I don't know what's wrong with her, but she is so funny. Like, it be the hats for me. She really be having on those hats. So, wrapping up today's live, we got one more story. Yes, Karen gonna always step. Karen gonna step about her baby. Like, period. She is I know she got her slow talking ways, and I know that some people probably don't like her, but Karen is really the mama that I'm gonna be, baby. Yes, I am gonna be in my kids' business, but she does know when to stop, because when Chantel was basically told her to shut up, she did. She stopped. But when her kids say it's a problem, baby, no questions asked. It's a problem, baby. And she don't act ignorant or nothing. She just get with them. She just get with them, baby. She gets with them. Like, and you can't even say nothing back to her, because she be right in her own special way. Like, she be, yeah, y'all, with the cowboy boots. Winter, oh y'all, so Chantel got a sister named Winter, y'all, and she went to Mexico to get weight loss surgery, y'all. That episode had me cracking up too, because she had to go find her own medical stocks and some bandages, and they was like, what type of bootleg surgery is this? I think that's Black Moms 101. Now that daddy, he a rider too, but it be Karen. I think he know to not do nothing, because Karen, she give me I'm gonna hit you with a skillet vibe. Like, don't stop me if I'm talking about my daughter, or if I'm talking about my kids. If I'm passionate, don't stand in my way, because the husband really just be standing next to her. He don't even, like, he knows she got it. And that's kind of how, like, my husband is. Like, now my husband gonna step, y'all, but if we in a restaurant, they get the order wrong, my husband is not gonna be like, you got the order wrong. Like, he gonna be like, excuse me, waiter, and then point to me. He gonna be like, she gonna say it, she got it. And I'm like, the food called, this is wrong. He's not gonna do none of that. So it's so funny. But lastly, y'all, moving right along to the last thing that I'm going to cover today. I didn't want to be on here this long, but we vibing. I'm about to put this woman on the screen. Can you guys tell me if y'all have been seeing the shenanigans on Beyonce's internet that has been surrounding this? Her name is Ashley Grayson, or Ashley Magasil or something. I think that's her maiden name, but her new name, she got married, is Ashley Grayson. Have you guys seen this? Put in the comments while I go get some tissue. Now, baby, I was not really familiar with her until the picture on the right. So, like, over a little over a year and a half ago, I seen this picture and these videos going viral of this beautiful engagement that had Monica singing, y'all. So just to give y'all a backstory, this is how viral this woman is, and I did not know it. It was people in my town sharing this video, like, yes, I'm so happy for my sis. I'm like, who the hell is this? Like, she not from KC. Like, where did she come from? I'm so confused, because I did not know who she was. So Ashley Grayson is a self-made millionaire. She became a millionaire within 40 minutes selling digital courses. So when I say digital courses, she sells an array of courses. So when you guys look her up, based off the information that I'm going to present, you guys are going to find different things. All those are true. So she sells like a course on credit repair. She sells a course on how to create digital content. She sells a course on how to create like your own credit repair business, things like that. And she does do a few interviews, or she has done a few interviews, because she is a self-made, quote around that, millionaire. Now, within the past 2 weeks, things have been up in flames, y'all. Up in flames. And it started on Facebook. So her her digital course sells for $9.97. She has two packages. So her basic package is $9.97, and then she has another one that is roughly $2,000, where basically she teaches the ins and outs on how to create digital content. She also has a credit cake company called Credit Cake, where regular people are able to create an account and get their negative remarks removed off of their credit So score their collections, late payments, etc. You can do that through Credit Cake. And then she also has another course, like I said, where you are able to learn how to start your own business and work it. So some people are alleging that when they would leave a review, that she would delete the reviews and that her course is a scam. Now, the word scam has gotten a couple people in trouble, and I'm going to talk about that as well. But they are using the word scam. They're like, this course was a scam. I paid $1,000 and I didn't receive the information that I thought I would. Some of the perks that they were supposed to receive allegedly was like one-on-one time or direct communication. They're alleging that she was just too busy and that her husband, which is the guy in the red, her now husband, is the one that's taken over, and a lot of his information is sloppy or it's misinformation, so they're not liking it. And they're alleging that when they would voice this to her, that she was nasty to him. So a lot of people's like, y'all know how Facebook goes. Like I said, this started on Facebook. So it started with one post and then 2 posts. And now we at thousands, y'all. This is how bad it is. So people's like, I thought I was tripping. I thought it was just me. So with that being said, there's the other side of the coin where people are like, how dare y'all call her a scammer? Black people always want to tear Black people down. I learned so much from her courses. And when I was doing my investigation, I wrote a few people that alleged that her course was really good and that they learned a lot from it. And I asked them if they had been able to make $1 million or $100,000 or $30,000, the lifestyle that she is selling. Because that's what the course is saying. She's like, learn how to become a millionaire with this course. And one girl was like, no, but that's because of my own reasons. It just wasn't for me. One girl didn't write me back. And another one, I think she blocked me. And I'm just like, I wasn't even trying to be funny. I'm being serious because a lot of people don't realize when you are signed up for these courses, these people, now granted, she did make $1 million. She has made multi-millions at this point. But that's not going to be the same for you. Is that a scam because she's selling this service to you? No, she sold it for $1,000. You signed up, but there is no guarantee that you are going to make $1 million. She cannot make you make $1 million, so that's not a scam, right? It's not. It's really not a scam. Now, as far as people not being able to voice their concerns, I cannot stand that. I really, really cannot stand that. When we are dealing with people in a close proximity, we should be able to call them out. And there is a dangerous rhetoric that is followed with the whole white people don't drag their own down. Yes, the fuck they do. Yes, they do. If you go to these big brands, like go on Twitter and hashtag big brands like Pampers, Johnson & Johnson, all this stuff, there are white people on there that are literally trashing them. Like, you guys suck. Y'all don't see it because the proximity that you see is Black people. So why do we have to be quiet because there's a Black-owned business? I feel like negative feedback is only to help you get better, period, point blank. I am not praying on the downfall for anybody's business, but if I feel like I have a valid complaint, it should be heard and it should be corrected if you want my business, period, point blank. Now back on to Ashley. So with her being this alleged scammer, she has now went private on all of her social media. Mind you, she's a social media guru. She has now went private. She has no longer been, active. And there is this TikToker. Her name is Sherelle, as you guys see on the screen. There's this TikToker that started to do a little series. This is not uncommon to TikTok. So they start their own little, life for part 2, life for part 3. She started to do a series covering what has already been said, y'all. And Ashley has now issued her a cease and desist. So by the time Sherelle got the cease and desist, she had done 6 TikTok videos. So in the cease and desist issued by Ashley's lawyer, they are requesting that she recant all the statements saying that she's a scammer, that she doesn't fulfill her obligations, and that she also makes 6 new TikTok videos recanting all of the statements. So she needs to make a new TikTok video for every video that she had already made. And this right here is what really did it for me. I cannot stand things like this. Sherelle is not the first one to have done it. And the word scammer is not used in the sense of it's, that it's a scam. What they're saying is she's scamming people out of money or scamming people out of the idea. It is a dangerous word to use because she's not. If you guys feel like $1,000 is worth it to pay for this course, then do it. But Sherelle here, she started her TikToks series about this because she had, of course, seen it on Facebook, but she also is a consumer of credit cake. And she had seen that other people was having the same issue that she was having. And the issue is they on credit cake, which I told you guys, credit cake is the part of her business where you are able to sign up and basically manage your own credit, get collections removed, get late payments removed, things like that. So she's saying that on credit cake, she would log in and it would say that various things was deleted. But when she would get on Experian or TransUnion, allegedly the stuff will still be on there. So she's paying $30 a month and the items are not being removed. So she's like, how are you going to send me a cease and desist for my opinion? And then to try to strong arm me into making 6 new videos when I'm not the only one talking about this, and I'm not the only one with these same viewpoints. In my opinion, this is just a dangerous tactic, and this goes back to the whole Cardi B suing Tasha K. This is a dangerous tactic that people are now using to silence people. And our First Amendment right is our right for a reason. We have freedom of speech. Now, does that give you the right to lie on people? No. But you do have a right to voice how you felt about a situation that you were a part of. If she's talking about something that is now public, because Ashley has made a lot of her life public in regards to how she has made $1 million, in regards to her husband, if she's talking about that, you cannot silence her. That's not right. And I feel like with social media just growing more and more and the laws not growing to cater to social media, we're going to continue to have this problem. So in true fashion, Sherelle here is now mad, y'all. So exactly, AK. I was just about to say that. So Sherelle is upset, y'all. She's mad because she's like, no, you didn't send me a cease and desist. So y'all, Sherelle then found out some tea about this. We all know that credit repair companies are illegal in most of the states. I mean, goddamn, it's 50 states. I believe in like 40, it's illegal. And so she's like, how are you going to sue me for something that you're not even supposed to be legally doing? They're saying that so remember how I told y'all she became a millionaire out of 40 minutes off of her online classes. Well, it is alleged that she already was a millionaire because she lost her pinky finger in an accident at work, y'all. Yes. And that has now taken the internet and Facebook by storm, y'all. These people are zooming in on videos to see if she's really missing her right pinky. And I ain't gonna lie, I think she is missing her right pinky because she's always hiding her right hand. I ain't gonna lie. Now, I don't know. I think so, but I can't confirm. And so people are equating her as not being a self-made millionaire because she was saying how she spent her last $47 on this course that has now taught her how to make $1 million by making her own course. So people are calling her out for using someone else's course, which again, y'all, that's not illegal. A lot of people do it. You go and you take this course, you zhuzh it up, and now it's your course. I mean, a lot of people do that. But they're saying, like, how could you be out here selling a dream? You already have money. So if your credit repair business or if your other business didn't take off, you still had $1 million because of this injury. Now, she has not confirmed this injury. She has not confirmed to losing a digit. A digit is a finger. She hasn't. So we don't know. She has really fallen off the face of the grid of the earth, shall I say. But I really wanted to come on here to talk about what are y'all thoughts about these e-guides, these e-courses, this some people call it a pyramid scheme. It's not a pyramid scheme, but some people call it that. What are y'all thoughts about this? Because I feel like online courses are just the thing these days, but online success is not, and that's not something that you ever can have a blueprint for. A lot of people just get lucky. Some people do the bare minimum and they really don't know how they did it, y'all. Like some people are just really likable. We can take Peach McIntyre, for example. She too sells online courses about how to become monetized on social media and how to make money. And she talks about how she made 6 figures. She's a 6-figure content creator. Now, in my opinion, I've been watching Peach and I still watch Peach. I've been watching her since she very first started. She started off doing nothing special, y'all. She really was doing food stamps hauls, tours of the hood. She did not really vlog. Like she's never been like a vlogger, but she's just been someone that just shows her life. Nothing special. But what she did do was she had a niche to other people that was like her. So I was like, hey, let me show you how I live on Section 8. Let me show you let me show y'all a tour of the projects. Let me show y'all what you can buy with the food stamps haul. Like during the shutdown, she was taking us to the schools to get the lunches for her kids and showing what was in the lunches for the kids. Is there anything special about that? Is there any special sauce into any of those videos? No, it was just something new. And she was just one of a few that got lucky, right? So now she's selling these courses and people too call Peach a scammer, saying like, oh girl, you ain't got not one success story. But is that Peach's fault or is it your fault, right? Because Peach can definitely tell you what she did to get to where she's at. That does not mean that you're going to get there. Do you hope to get there? Yeah. Could you follow the recipe? Yes. Upload all the videos, do the thumbnails, do all that, and you still won't get there. It's just the algorithm sometimes. It's just the algorithm. So I don't necessarily agree with e-courses or e-guides. Like now, yes, I have paid for some in the past, and I quickly learned like, some people just got it and some people don't. I don't think that I'm not someone that does not have it, but I'm one, not consistent. Two, yeah, I don't feel like I'm the same as everybody else. So it's not, hold on, y'all. But yeah, I feel like it's not a scam if you do not get famous or if you do not get everything that you was quote unquote promised. Like now, should these people, these instructors promise you anything? No. But if you sign up and you know that the rules are what they are, not the rules, but the guidelines are what they are with as far as I'm going to be teaching you how to make a thumbnail. I'm going to be teaching you how to add mid-rolls. And she teaches you that and you still don't get nowhere, that's not her fault. Everyone that goes to school does not get a guaranteed job and does not get rich. Is school a scam? Yes, but that's a different story for a different day. India said online courses like this should be buyer beware. They offer no guarantees. They really don't offer any guarantees. And that's the biggest thing. So I don't feel like it's fair for them to be trashing Ashley Grayson for this. Like I saw a video where they're like, yeah, we got her ebook taken off Amazon because she's a scammer. And I'm like, but that's your opinion because you didn't find any value in it. It's not right because someone else may find it. All of them online courses, these people are buying me stupid. I'll Google. Yeah, and a lot of it are Google-able info. And so I am going to definitely be honest. A lot of it you can't find on Google, but some people do not learn that way. And that is why e-courses are so popular, because if you get someone with the gift of gab or someone that is just really good at breaking things down and teaching, they feel a lot more confident in the information that they receive, and they do lean towards that. Some people just cannot pick up a book and read it. People use them as a get-rich scams. However, they are only the ones making money. Hard pass for me. Yes. And I think so, like for you, India, you appear to be someone that's a self-learner. Like you can be like, I can learn this on my own and I can do it. And that is the blessing of it. Some people are really like that. And Ashley Grayson definitely was someone like that. And Peach McIntyre is definitely someone like that. It appears to me that they didn't need a course. They learned it on their own, but they're like, shoot, now I can teach a few people. Pierce said, ebooks and courses are lucrative businesses. I highly recommend if you choose to invest, research, and ask for official documentation like real earning statements and ask real people for reviews. Exactly, Pure. I definitely agree. And that's why a lot of people have concerns about Ashley Grayson, because they said that she is not posting real reviews or real results. They actually pulled up her website where she was supposed to have 2 credit counselors for her business, and a few people did reverse Google searches, and these are like stock photos. One is like a doctor, he's a veterinarian actually, and the other one is just like a stock photo. So they're like, do you really even have credit consultants? Like, what are you over there doing? So it's getting real interesting with our business. Most people are selling a lifestyle dream versus true education and resources. Often you are paying to hear them tell the same story over and over. Now, this I do agree with Pure. And I am going to say this with 100% honesty. And I hate to keep bringing up Peach McIntyre because I'm not knocking her or anything. I'm just using her for an example, because y'all know I like to make things full. So yesterday, Peach did a 3 or 4 hour live, and I watched it, y'all. I didn't watch all of it, but I did watch the part where she had started doing the what is it called, Clubhouse, and so people was asking her questions, and honestly, I could tell that when they were asking her questions, some of the answers that she was giving them were very generic and very like she didn't really know. And instead of saying she didn't know, she just jushed it up and made it sound good. Now, for someone like me, that's not good enough because I'm a question asker. I've never been someone that is afraid to ask a question because I believe that there is no stupid questions. But if I'm asking you, if I'm telling you that, hey, Peach, I have followed your rules and I'm posting. I only made, I think she said she only made like $11 or something like that. And she was asking, do I have to meet the threshold? But what do I need to do to like make more money? She didn't touch on what she needed to do to make more money. She was just like, yeah, it's going to accumulate. And when you get to that $100 threshold, you'll be paid out. But just go to your analytics and see what content is popular. That's in my opinion self-explanatory. If you want to be honest, like that's self-explanatory. Did she probably know that? Maybe not, but she was not asking that, in my opinion. The person that called in and asked was basically saying like, in my opinion, she was more so saying like, how many times should I post? Where should I be posting this at? Like, I'm following your guide and it's not getting me nowhere. And instead, I know why it's not getting her nowhere, because she's not Peach. Peach is able to get her somewhere because she already has that following. But if you're trying to follow her thing, it's not 100% guaranteed. And that's just my opinion of it. But I hope y'all do y'all research on the Ashley Grayson situation, because it's definitely interesting. And I'm still in between. I see why they are upset with her, because if you are telling me that my credit is being repaired, on your website is showing that these collections are being deleted and all this stuff, and they're really not, yeah, we have a problem. We definitely have a problem. But for them to call her a scammer for her online course is not true. She definitely gave y'all the course, which I took from that is y'all own perception, because some people was highly boasting her. Even though they did not make or have not made nearly as much money as her, they still got what they got from it. So I'm going to wrap it up here, y'all. Today was so much fun. I will see y'all tomorrow where we have more topics to talk about, and we can continue to talk on your way home. If you are new here, please do not forget to like this live. Comment below some of your thoughts about this video, and let me know if y'all watch the Family Chantel. I cannot wait. Let me know y'all thoughts. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Bye, y'all.